Hi, my name is Natashia Baker, and I'm discussing Omnivore's Dilemma by Michael Pollan, and I have section F, which is the end of chapter 9, with the section 3, Down on the Industrial Organic Farm, section 4, Meet Rosie, the Organic Free-Range Chicken, and part 5, My Organic Industrial Meal. I'm going to try to do this as quickly as I can. I have a lot of points that I'm going to include in the handout that will go along with the video. Some points I may not be able to get to. Michael Pollan is talking about, he's getting together ingredients, organic ingredients from his whole food market, and he's going to prepare a meal for his family. And he also buys a Cascadian Farms TV dinner that he's going to eat himself. And the ingredients are supposed to be organic as well. So it starts out on the industrial organic farm and comparing it to conventional farming. Then it moves on to meeting Rosie, which is what they nicknamed the chickens that they harvest at the Petaluma poultry farm. And then at the very end of this, chapter 9, it's him discussing whether the ingredients, after learning what he finds out by investigating the different farming techniques and the processes, just everything involved with organic farming compared to conventional farming, and moving through even into meat and how it is organic and not. Is it worth it? Is it better for us? What's it better for? He just goes through this whole, talk, the whole step by step. He goes through the different sections and gives a lot of information. So he describes what organic farming looks like, comparing it to conventional. Conventional will be using pesticides, petrochemicals, genetic modification of the crops, the pesticides that are used to kill the bugs and to keep weeds down and everything, how harmful it is and toxic, and it's actually been proven in a study. There's one study that was done in the Environmental Health Perspectives in March 2003. It's a study on pesticides, and it's testing children's urine, both who eat strictly organic and those who eat conventional foods. And of course, in organic, that's way a lot less that it shows up in the urine, the toxins. And these toxins we're talking about, they cause neurological issues, they cause sexual reproduction issues, they cause endocrine issues, they cause cancer. I mean, it's carcinogenic products. And it even goes on to talk about, in another research, atrazine-induced hermaphroditism. This is tested in frogs. And this is also in the Environmental Health Perspectives, but it's in April of 2003, and it's volume 3, number 4. And again, that will be in the paper in my works cited. These just discuss how, well, for one, children are affected more because they eat a lot more, their bodies are processing it a lot different than adults are. Our metabolism's slowing down, theirs are really fast, and it just affects them a lot worse than it does parents or adults. So, anyways, so he moves on from the organic farming with, petrochemicals, fertilizers, toxic pesticides. They use massive machinery, which runs on chemicals, and they really over-till the ground, but so does organic. With organic, though, they use compost made of horse and poultry manure. They use organic approved agents that they spray on their farms, but they do a lot of other processes that are not as bad as conventional. Then he moves on to meeting Rosie, the free-range chicken. While she is at the Petaluma poultry farm, they go over the chickens live 7 weeks before they're harvested. In the first 5 weeks of their life, they're fed food and given water, and it's all easy access, and they're in these really small spaces, like over 10,000 of them in these small spaces, and then they're given access to outdoors, but of course they don't use it because they've already become accustomed to being indoors. Then he goes on to discuss the comparison of the organic produce and his TV dinner, and of course it's organic, so it is better. Even after going through the processes, it weighs out being better and worth paying that extra bit of money for. But it's super interesting. There's a lot of information that I can't squeeze all into the video. It's really worth watching, and if you have any questions or any comments, please do ask me. I'll give my student email, and of course there'll be a section for comments on where we turn in our assignment. So I thank you for watching, and God bless.